The F-Series trucks are Ford's best-selling product, but the F-150 takes the biggest share of nearly 1 million units sold annually in the U.S. Although bigger and more potent, there are at least 7 surprising reasons why the Ford Super Duty class is not selling as executives had hoped. Number 7. Market shifts towards smaller trucks. Heavy-duty trucks are hard workers. The new F450 Super Duty, properly equipped, can haul 40,000 pounds. But how often you'll need such towing capacity? Truckers love big rigs, but like in the rest of the automotive markets, they are seeking far more efficient rides. Maverick is the best indicator of the growing trend towards smaller pickups. Initially, there was considerable skepticism about Ford's new compact truck launch, but now other companies are scrambling to develop their own models. It sells like crazy, in stark contrast to the Ford Super Duty. Despite ability to tow up to 40,000 pounds, 10 times more than the Maverick, big trucks don't achieve the same sales numbers. The F-150 offers the best balance between size, efficiency, towing capacity, and price. That is why the half-ton truck is a top-selling vehicle in the U.S. You can load enough cargo without frequent visits to the gas station, and the starting price is a significant savings compared to the Super Duty truck. Number 6. Poor fuel economy. Under the hood of these big rigs are mighty V8 engines. Such machines are designed to work, and for that they need a lot of power. On the other hand, it means increased fuel consumption. Although the EPA is not releasing official estimations, we know the mileage is poor, no matter which setup you use, gas or diesel. Owners report 15 miles per gallon for unloaded trucks on highways. Well, the F350 and F450 models feature a larger tank size than F150 and F250, but even that is not solving the issue. The F150 is lighter and more efficient. With its impressive towing capacity and lower price, it's easy to see why the half-ton pickup enjoys strong sales. The company even discontinued a diesel unit for the F150, which was the fuel-friendliest configuration, offering up to 30 miles per gallon. Now, you can expect 23 miles per gallon combined from any entry-level 2.7-liter V6 mill and 24 miles per gallon from a hybrid, which has demonstrated impressive towing capability. This makes enthusiasts ask about a hybrid system for the Super Duty class. It might seem impossible, but that's what some thought about the F-150 as well. If Ford manages to develop the setup that can maintain high towing capacity while improving mileage, it would be the game changer. Unfortunately, gasoline engines are not as capable for towing as oil burners, and there's no way the company will build a diesel hybrid. Number 5. Off-road experience. F250, F350, and F450 models have always been packed with potent engines. The new Godzilla is a petrol unit that takes the performance to the next level, and after a couple of years of service, experts believe this is going to be one of the most reliable powertrains ever made. Also, there is a game-changing Powerstroke diesel with incredible torque output of 1,200 pound-feet. But this is good for a superb towing capacity, not for the off-road drive. The power and torque outputs enable Super Duty trucks to tackle challenging obstacles, but the agility is the key here. Ford can't solve it even with the Tremor package, which adds unique suspension specialized for the most difficult terrains, large 35-inch tires, and additional skid plates. Not only the size, but also the weight plays a crucial role, especially if you're going through mud, sand, or snow. Lighter vehicles have less chance to sink, and the curb weight is not the problem only for the Super Duty class, but for the entire F-Series. Off-road enthusiasts prefer Toyota Tundra, which is 1,000 pounds lighter than the F-150 and 2,000 than the F-250 Tremor. Number 4. Expensive engine upgrades. Super Duty trucks are leaders in the industry when it comes to towing capacity. Properly equipped, the F350 and F450 can haul up to 40,000 pounds, but you'll need a lot of upgrades over the base version, which features a 6.8-liter V8. The company recently introduced a powertrain that delivers 400 horsepower and 445 pound-feet of torque. If you opt for this setup, the truck will be able to tow 18,300 pounds. That is only 4,300 pounds more than the F-150. Upgrading to a 7.3-liter V8, popular Godzilla, is still free, but it's only a matter of time before the company begins charging for the switch. A larger engine adds 30 horsepower and 30 pound-feet, resulting in towing capacity increased to 22,000 pounds. Also, the fuel consumption is not too much higher. Tests have shown the unloaded F-250 can return 14 miles per gallon. However, when buying the Super Duty, you'll want the real deal, and that is a diesel engine with massive torque outputs. A 6.7-liter Power Stroke delivers 1,075 pound-feet, and the turbo diesel can also create 475 ponies. But this will cost you $10,000. That's not all. The best is yet to come. To get to 40,000 pounds of towing capacity, you'll need the high-output version with 1,200 pound-feet of torque. And that is another $2,000 investment into the standard diesel unit. Wait, we're not done yet. A dual rear-wheel drive is also required. Its price and the cost of other parts needed to build a proper truck that can maximize the towing potential of a turbo diesel engine will add to the total cost and put the Super Duty out of the reach for most truckers. Petrol engines are relatively new, and so far they are not showing signs of unreliability. The Power Stroke diesel is very durable, but oil burners require complicated emission control systems, whose maintenance is pretty expensive. Also, repairs of the high-pressure fuel configuration is not cheap, especially when it fails. Number 3. Intense competition. Only 3 truck makers are building heavy-duty trucks. The competition isn't numerous, but further checks unveil why it is so tough. Ram and General Motors are Ford's rivals, with the GM building HD models for both Chevrolet and GMC. What's more, Super Duty is not one truck. There are 3 versions: F-250, F-350, and F-450. Ram, Silverado, and Sierra have only 2, 2500 and 3500 models. Comparing similar configurations leads to the conclusion that offers are pretty similar. All the trucks are offered with a turbo diesel engine. Properly equipped, high-end versions can tow nearly 40,000 pounds. Every truck also has a special upgrade for off-road drive. For example, Sierra HD AT4X is packed with the top-notch options, while Ram 2500 Rebel is one of the most popular heavy-duty trucks for tough terrains. Ford offers better petrol choices. However, it is not the case with diesel configurations. The Power Stroke is the Ford-built engine, while both Ram and GM trucks feature third-party units. Cummins is an inline-6, and this is probably the most popular oil burner. It gained the reputation for the durability and capacity. Still, outputs and performances are similar, but buyers usually choose one with a better name recognition, and that is definitely Cummins. On the other hand, Duramax trails with torque outputs, being the only drivetrain that doesn't provide 4-digit twist power. However, a recently updated Allison transmission is a game-changer, notably improving the ride of Silverado and Sierra HD trucks, and especially the mileage. Number 2. Material quality. High-end versions of the Super Duty trucks are equipped with advanced features and intuitive systems. But even Platinum, King Ranch, and Limited models have some finishes that lack quality. Some cheap-looking plastics on the dashboard, doors, and central console are prone to scratching, showing signs of wear over time, further resulting in a less premium feel. Fine leather is making seats more comfortable, but they also wear over time, especially the driver's bucket, faster than rivals. The company updated the Sync 4 infotainment system, but owners still report malfunctions, glitches, slow touchscreen response, and issues with connectivity. If Ford wants to draw younger buyers, they will need to fix this. Not only the interior, but also the exterior can exhibit signs of poor material quality. Underbody rust is not unusual in areas with harsh climate. Ford now uses more aluminum, which is lighter and keeps resistance low, but not as much as classic steel. But other companies are also adopting newer materials, prioritizing efficiency over durability. Additionally, the paint may be prone to chipping. Luckily, mechanical parts are durable and resistant. The only concerns are about the turbocharger, which could have high maintenance and repair costs. But don't worry, this happens no more frequently than it does with Ram and GM heavy-duty trucks. Number 1. High price. The base price of the Super Duty truck is the first thing to discuss. Truckers like to spend extra for additional features and accessories, and the starting cost of the F250 is close to the average price paid for a pickup in the US. It costs $45,000 and limits the ability to invest in upgrades. The XLT trim is already above $50,000, and you'll need to add at least $1,000 for the F350 model. We already mentioned that diesel engines cost $10,000 more than the petrol units, or $12,000 if the maximum towing is your goal. Not only that, but the maintenance is also expensive, while higher value leads to increased insurance costs. On top of that, heavy-duty trucks generally depreciate more quickly, losing value faster than half-ton or mid-size pickups. Nevertheless, this is not a downside compared to rivals, since the entire segment faces these challenges. Ram and GM models are priced similarly, while Ford Super Duty trucks are slightly more expensive, comparing entry-level and high-end versions.